Chris Marriott, normally when we have a little chat and the camera's involved, it's about the first team at the New Saints. However, today we're talking about something entirely different because during the last few years you've got yourself involved in another aspect of the game.
Yeah, as you know, I've done my physiotherapy degree, so that took me 5 years part-time, which has been a long old slog, but I got me, finished it in January and was all qualified, so it was a big relief when I got it. There was times over the 5 years where I did feel like giving up. It was really testing, but yeah, I've got that now, so it's all good.
And what made you want to get involved in that in the first place?
I think you have so much time on your hands, Rev, as a full-time footballer. In my early 20s, I was just wasting time really, and just not very productive with my time. And I thought, what can I do? And with the pushing of my parents and my wife and people around me, I managed to. The hardest thing was getting on the course, and then when I was on it, I had to do it. So it was people around me sort of pushing me to not waste my time and get something behind me, and I'm really glad I did now.
And was it also something that you did because you had one eye on eventually when you retired from playing football itself?
Yeah, I think that's a big thought, isn't it? I'm just glad I did it sort of a good few years ago. It's only a short career, and the level we play at also, it's not enough money to retire on, so it's your working life starting again at 30 odd, isn't it? So it's really important that you get a good career and also something that you enjoy, and it's something obviously I've always been interested in, and being in sport. So yeah, it was sort of a natural progression to go into physiotherapy really.
It's been a long 5 years. You've been on some interesting placements.
Yeah, I've been a couple down the road at Gabon, which was good. There's some top surgeons there, and sort of interlinked with injuries that I had at the time. So it was really interesting to delve deeper into them and assist me learning that way as well. So yeah, it was enjoyable. It was really tough, obviously balancing it with me training as well. And I've got a lot of people to thank for that at the club, like Scotty and Evo, Craig. They were really understanding with placements and me time management and things. They give me a little bit of leeway here and there for me studying. So yeah, I've got some people to thank on that side of things. There's many more that I haven't mentioned, but yeah, there's been some good people that have helped me along the way, and it's rewarding.
And was it something that you had a natural talent for, or did you have to work hard to take in all the processes along the way?
Yeah, definitely not a natural talent. Like, I think it's anything, isn't it? I think you need to put the work in, and especially with studying, in school, I didn't study very much. It was all football, and very naive at that age. You think you're gonna, make it to the top and earn millions, and you don't have to study. But I think it brings you back down to earth, and especially as a bit of a mature student, I was in my mid-20s. I think that helped as well, as I was able to soak it in a little bit more and understand that you actually need to put the work in to get your rewards.
And although you are continuing to play for the New Saints, alongside it, you've also landed your first job as a physiotherapist.
Yeah, I'm doing some work at the academy, which Sarge has helped me get on board, and he runs that side of things. And Mike and Ian, they always want people to stay within the club, which is great for me. It's a great club to be involved in. Obviously, as you know, I've been part of the club for many years, and it's just a natural progression, isn't it? I still feel like I've got a good 2 years left in me, to at the top of my game, but also it's good to have me toe in on that side of things and keep learning. And I'm really starting to learn now. I've only just qualified, so there's a lot of learning ahead. So to be seeing the academy lads as much as you can will help me as well as the club.
And how important has it been for you in your new role, away from a player, to be at the club that you are already familiar with?
Yeah, that's a good thing, isn't it? There's familiarity, and there's people and the communication's already there, as you've got relationships with all the people. It's lads that I play with, Spen, Sarge, Si Smith, Connor Roberts, they're all involved with the academy, so it does make it a little bit easier to settle in and have that crossover from the academy to the first team. It's made it a lot easier. So yeah, it's enjoyable, it's good.
And as you've said, hopefully another couple of years still as a contracted player. What would the future then hold for you? Would you like to focus full time on physio work?
Yeah, because football's a great sport, isn't it? It's all I know really up to now in my life. So yeah, I definitely keep my options open for football, but also one of the reasons I did go into physio is because it's got it has got a few different routes you can go down. It doesn't just send you down one path, which is my worry with coaching. You know, it's just football, isn't it? Where physio, you know, can go and work in the NHS, or can do private, or there's all different aspects of physiotherapy which, you know, want to keep open and, you know, keep learning all different aspects of it. So, you know, as much as football is my main priority, I do know I've also got an option to, you know, if that didn't work out, to go into the NHS or a private clinic. So, you know, it's good options for myself.
And finally, footballers, as we know, are very focused by the very nature of what they're involved with. How do you handle the fact that you are still a professional footballer but also a physio? Is a conflict at times, or are you able to switch on, switch off and deal with both things effectively?
At the moment it's only a Wednesday I do with the academy, so that's quite good at the moment. I do, you know, I did stress to the staff at the club and the hierarchy that, you know, my main concern is football at the moment. That's just my second job at the moment. That's, you know, second in priority. So football's my main thing. But yeah, it's a case of training on Wednesday, and then sort of comes to, you know, 1 o'clock, and I start sort of thinking about the physio in the afternoon and what lads I'm going to see and what I'm going to do with them. So yeah, it's okay at the moment, and I think it'll be fine. But as I say, football's my main concern at the moment, and the physiotherapy second. But I'm sure as I get older, it'll sort of swap around. So yeah, it's good at the moment. It's working well.